All right, ladies and gentlemen, today in this episode in the Mental Candy podcast, I have a real treat for you. And one of my friends, John Melton, is here today. And thank you so much for taking the time.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
It's so cool. We had a conversation, I think, exactly 1 year ago, this time of the year. And since then...
Was that the first time we talked?
Yes, that was the first time we talked on the Zoom call. Cool. Yeah. I remember. And you know what? It's so cool. I don't know how often you go to the barbershop. I think every day, but your hair is every day on fleek. It's insane.
Once a week. Every week I get a haircut. As soon as it gets like long on the sides, Luckily the dude is like 5 minutes up the road. You know, back during COVID, he used to come to my house.
Really? Nice.
So that was nice. He'd come to the house once a week and cut my hair, and then once a month or every maybe 2 weeks he'd cut my son's hair. But anyway, yeah, so I just stuck with him. He's 5 minutes up the road, so it's real easy.
Cool. And your network marketing career is insane. What I read about you is you built like 10 years offline, and then you shifted into building online. And in the last 3 years, you made a total sales of more than $100 million. And this is impressive. And what's even more impressive is without home parties, without three-way calls, and without webinars. And tell us, what is the secret? What is the strategy? And what do you do different?
So a couple things. Number one, yes, we did it old school for about 10 years. I got started when I was 20, a month before I turned 21, actually. So that was 22 years ago last month, which is nuts. But yeah, I mean, I was really hungry and determined and coachable. Actually, I wasn't that coachable. I was kind of sort of coachable, but I was just not a big fan of the whole go to school, get a degree, get a job, work for other people. Like I was never sold on that plan. So when I saw network marketing, I was like, hook, line, and sinker, take my money, let's go. But we spent more money than we made in the first couple of years. And then we got out of network marketing for a little while, did mortgages, made about $600,000 in 4 years at 23, 24, 25, 26 years old, like super young, making more money than I could ever imagine because of what I learned in network marketing, because of that personal development. And then we got back into network marketing in 2008 or 2006. And then 2008 with that company, we fired our boss. We went full time. So we were with that company from 2006 to 2013. The last 5 years we were full time, but it was just such a grind because we were doing the home parties and the home meetings, hotel meetings, weekly meetings, three-way calls. I was out every single night pitching the business, talking about lifestyle, talking about residual income, and I didn't have it. So I started to feel like that imposter syndrome, like, is this really going to work? And then after 7 years with that company, I had 0 people making $1,000 a month, 0. And I'm like, dude, I can't look people in the eye anymore and say, you should do this. It's worth it. Because it wasn't worth it. If it was worth it, I would have not only a fat residual check, but my team would be winning. And my team wasn't winning. So for me, I can't lie to people like that. I can't tell people you should do it. It's worth it. Or you should keep going. It's worth it. It wasn't worth it. So I left. But that was right around the time we all started paying attention. We also started paying attention to social media, to Facebook, to, attraction marketing, building a brand, generating leads. And over time, we got to the point where we created a lot of success, not just for ourselves, but we had a lot of duplication. We had a lot of people on our team making money. We had a lot of people on our team doing videos. And, now we've got, in my opinion, we have the #1 team in network marketing. I've got some of the biggest leaders, some of the most popular trainers, coaches, people that are all over social media. I mean, we're really, really good when it comes to, teaching people how to show up on social, how to generate leads, build a following, how to generate sales, actually make money and monetize your social equity. And it's been life-changing. And I still feel like we're just getting started. Like, I still feel like this is the very beginning, but I also think there's a lot more competition out there. There's a lot more people out there that are doing that same thing. So it's like, how can you stand out? How can you evolve? How can you, pivot with your content and with, who you want to talk to, who you want to attract? I think some people need to completely reinvent themselves. And that's sometimes hard when the enemy of great is good, right? Good is the enemy of great. So it's like, you're doing pretty good. You're making pretty good money, but there's this other level, but you're afraid to, take a chance or change things up right? Because you're doing pretty good. You know, like I was doing pretty good in the mortgage industry. I was making pretty good money, but I wasn't making the kind of money I'm making now. So I had to take that chance, right? I walked away from a company that I was making multiple six figures. And eventually, not right away, but years later, I was making multiple six figures a month. That was a scary change, but I had golden handcuffs. And I'm like, I don't want to be stuck to this one income, this one company. So anyway, I know I could talk all day about this stuff, but that's my story and I'm sticking to it.
And what is the system what you use when you don't make 3-week calls events? It's like how do you enroll people? How do you
One thing we created years ago was ATM, ad tag message. So instead of inviting someone to a PBR, a private business reception, or a BOM, a business opportunity meeting, we add them into the group. So we have a group that's all about the opportunity. We've got recorded, you know, Zoom presentations and short videos, comp plan videos, testimonials, like, you know, there's excitement, there's giveaways, there's recognition all inside this group. So it's really easy. We call it ATM because add tag message, add them to the group, tag them in a video, send them a message. Hey, I added you to the group. Let me know when you accept my invite. I'll tag you in the information. And then the next day, I'm going to put you in a chat with some other leaders on the team. I'm going to put you in a chat with some of the people I work with. That's how simple it really is. And a lot of people overthink this. A lot of people, they get caught in this analysis paralysis. And what I found is it's easier to put someone in a chat and it doesn't need to be scheduled. You don't need to say, hey, Sarah, Tony, Justin, Michelle, are you guys available? No, I just set up the chat. I edify the other people I'm putting in the chat. I let everybody respond when they respond. I move on to another conversation. So it's just a lot more efficient and effective. And that's the key to success. If you want to build an empire, you want to build a significant income in anything, podcasting, you know, you want to be a YouTuber, you want to be an internet marketer, you want to be a network marketer, you want to be a traditional business person and, you know, make money in real estate or insurance sales, you have to learn to be efficient and effective. Efficient and effective, meaning you need to condense time frames. You need to be quick, but effective. So that was the ATM system. That was group chat. So we do group messages. So instead of like inviting someone onto a 3-way call, we add them into a Facebook Messenger chat. And then I put about 3 or 4 other marketers on the team into that chat. Could be downline, could be sideline, could be upline, doesn't matter. I just want me and my prospect in that chat to meet other people. And people put me in chats all the time too. So it's a lot easier than having to schedule calls and Zooms. And listen, you might sign up more people if you physically meet with them or you get on a 3-way call or you get on a Zoom. But the problem is it becomes very time consuming and it burns people out. So I'm very protective of my energy. I will hop on a call with someone if it's a personal recruit, but doing 3-way calls and Zooms and all those things for people that are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 15, 25, 50 levels removed from me, that would be insane, right? So I think it's really powerful and it's simple to duplicate.
Mm-hmm. So, and basically you put them in the group, and how do you sign them up? It's like, hey, this is John, for example. If I would start, I would put you in the group and my prospect, and now my prospect is, let's say, Simon. I will say, hey, Simon, here is John. He's in the business, tremendous successful. Do you have some questions? Or it's like, how do you engage?
You edify just like a 3-way call, like, hey, you know, John, this is, you know, Sam. Mm-hmm. And, you know, Sam, I just added him to the groups. He's taking a look at the information. He's going to watch the opportunity video. And I just wanted you to hear his story and, you know, what he's looking to accomplish. And, you know, Sam, this is John. He's one of the top millionaires in the entire world. And, you know, he knows this business inside and out. He's got a lot of energy. He's got a lot of knowledge and he's made a lot of money helping people. And I just want you to meet him. And I want you to meet so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so. Can't wait for you to hear their stories. It's amazing. And everybody just responds when they respond. There's no high pressure. It's just like, hey, Sam, nice to meet you. You know, what's got you looking for something new? Let me know when you have a chance to watch the video because I know most people are visual. So I'm excited for you to learn more about the company, the products, and how we make money. And of course, we're here to answer any questions you might have.
Mm-hmm. Then you ask them basically, how do you want to get started? Like in the chat and send the link, and then they sign up by themselves.
Yeah. I mean, so it depends, right? Some people, they have a lot of questions. You're like, oh my gosh. Some people, it's just like, okay, yeah, I'd like to make 500 a month. Like, you know, which products are most popular? Which products would you recommend? So we go back and forth. and then you share the we have a graphic that has all the different packs that we recommend. And, we kind of give them the good, better, best option, right? Good, better, best options. And that's it. We kind of go from there. It's very, very simple. And it's interesting too, because, once you get it dialed in, like I have at this point, this is pretty cool. So this is the part that I love about what we do is once you get it dialed in, it's so interesting. It's like, okay, I kind of know like the gist of the process, right? So now I recorded a 90-second audio clip. This was like, I figured this out like 3 or 4 years ago. I recorded a 90-second story. And basically my VAs go in every morning and then every afternoon, because I'm put into a lot of chats. And basically it's like, hey, Kyle, nice to meet you. Super excited you're taking a look at the opportunity. We absolutely love working with Alex. He's a stud and can't wait to help, get you started, answer any questions you might have. So he says that same thing. He tags the people, right? My VAs go through and they tag, the names of the people to customize it. And then I share my story in that 90-second audio clip. So all he does is drop that same audio clip in every single chat. And it's just all automated. So it's still me talking.
Mm-hmm.
They're still hearing my voice. It's just I got someone else pressing the buttons.
Mm-hmm. That's super
so simple. Yeah. And my whole team duplicated that. So my whole team has that on point. It's crazy.
That's interesting. And then you have someone sitting in Pakistan, virtual assistant for $7 an hour.
Right. So we pay ours more than that because they've been working with us for years and they are freaking ridiculous. You have no idea, bro. Like they do leaderboards, GIFs, posts, respond to my inbox, create graphics, create story posts. They handle my comments from my leads. I mean, dude, they do everything that I do. Everything. There's hardly anything. They can't do interviews like this.
Yeah. Not now.
That's about it, right? They can do just about everything except actual videos. Like, it's crazy, bro. They handle repurposing content, video editing, posts on Instagram, TikTok. Like they help monitor leads. They send out messages to my project broadcast text message list. I mean, it's insane what they do. They handle our customer service. It's wild. It is wild. And now it takes time to find the right people and train them up. But when people find out all the things our VAs do, they're like mind blown. I mean, we did a team retreat in Orlando this weekend and we gave them a breakdown of what our VAs do. And everybody's like, I need to hire more VAs. I need to outsource more of the work to my VAs. And it does become really exciting because you start to realize in the beginning, it's all about you, but this is a scalable business. Absolutely. Right? Once you get your systems dialed in, you can scale. You can hire people to help out with all the busy stuff, and it becomes amazing too, because then once you get some people trained up and you have like SOPs, standard operating procedure, right? You have SOPs in place for every aspect of your business, then they can hire the new people. Or like you help with the hiring, but then they train the new people. Mm-hmm. You see, so now your VAs are training the VAs that are training the VA. And it's like you got this whole virtual staff to help out with different aspects of your business. It's amazing.
Yeah. This is what I use as well. I have a few people on Fiverr and they start basically conversations on social media. That was my target group. And
there you go.
One of them messaged you on Instagram. like a random message, and then you replied. I was like, hey, this is John.
Yeah. Well, so that's the other thing too. So my new followers, my VAs will message them and they'll say, hey, this is Kyle, John's assistant. Hey, this is Ben, John's assistant. Like, so they're not acting like they're me with new followers, and they offer some free resources and whatnot. And then if a person responds, sometimes they'll respond with the freemium, right? The PDF. And then sometimes I'll hop in there too. Hey, Sue, nice to meet you. Where are you from? What do you do? Oh, that's cool. You've been with New Skin for 6 years. Right on. How's that going? Like, so it's always just creating conversations every single day, connecting with new people every single day. And once you get the hang of it, again, you have to do it first, but once you get the hang of it, you duplicate it. It's incredible. And then you can kind of step into the important conversations, right? Like I can't outsource mentoring. I can't outsource relationship building, right? That has to be me. Mm-hmm. But it is nice to have like a team that can help monitor the comments, the inbox, etc.
Yeah. But even with like, for example, the videos and all the captions, I have like some people, they add roll videos and stuff like this. Or for example, the podcast. I take the podcast now after we finish it, send it to the guy, and say pick the 5 interesting parts, make reels out of it, and send it back to me. And it's like, and I get 1 reel a day, and then I can share it. But this is even crazy because things like this you can also do it with artificial intelligence in the meantime. And this is like a completely another topic. It's
yeah, we got our whole team trained on AI. If people are not jumping on the AI bandwagon, they're going to miss out big time, because you're right. There's so much that AI can do. We just had, I don't know if you know Donna Valdez, but she did a training for our entire, so at our elite retreat, we had 25 of our biggest and best promoters, producers, top earners, and she did a Zoom just for those 25 people, and their minds were blown. Just crazy. So yeah, AI is you know, obviously there's some things that you still have to learn with AI, but again, just like, you know, duplication in your business, once you get the hang of it, it's just like you can do so many unlimited things.
Yeah. For example, like after the podcast, I go to ChatGPT and say, I interviewed John Melton. He did this, and we spoke about this. Create 200 words caption for my podcast. The description for my podcast, copy paste, and then and it's like done. It's like in seconds. It's like having like 5 employees. That's
it is insane, dude. Like AI is revolutionary. I can't even imagine what it's going to look like in 5 years from now. Maybe at that point you will have someone, not someone doing your videos, but an AI version of you doing your videos. Like,
do you know Descript, where you can upload your voice? And then you can upload, then you can go to ChatGPT, give me a sales script. So give me a sales training from Jordan Belfort. Then you upload it there, and you use your voice because you upload it. Then it's like you have a podcast episode from another people's knowledge, basically, but you speak it.
Yeah,
it's completely crazy.
It's totally insane, and I think, you know, it's something that's going to revolutionize every single industry, every single, you know, influencer, every marketer, every you know, network marketing business. I mean, you have to incorporate it. We're going to have our own website with AI for customer support, where it's like, it's going to have every one of our videos, every one of our podcasts, every one of our responses, and it's going to speak in our tone, but it'll say it's, you know, John Melton's AI, Nadia Melton's AI. So we're literally mentoring people in a way that's obviously not us doing it, but it's like probably even better than what we would actually say to people. Crazy. Because, you know, you're not always in a good mood. You're not always on. You're not always available. You're not always like able to respond in a detailed way to every question, everything that comes up. But AI can instantly, especially if you have AI download your company's comp plan, policies and procedures, all the videos, all the training, your kind of style and the way that you communicate. Like, it's just insane, dude. And, you know, to think that, you know, this is like just the beginning of it. Like, I can't even imagine where it's going to be 5 to 10 years from now. But then also, I worry a little bit that it's going to be like Terminator 2. So there's that concern as well.
Absolutely.
Judgment Day.
And when it comes to personal branding, this is so interesting because you have to stand out. And because if you are a brand, you get so much attention. It's the same like Starbucks. You can charge higher prices. You have more value on the marketplace. It's just beans and water. There is no difference. It's just the brand. And your brand, what you built over the last years, it is massive. I mean, you have a YouTube channel, I think with 17,000 followers. You have a podcast, I think 280 episodes. When it comes to building a personal brand online, what tips can you give to people?
Oh man, it's so hard, right? Because there's so many. I have like the curse of knowledge when it comes to marketing and branding. But I would say start with some pillars. You know, come up with like 3 pillars. What are 3 things, 5 things maybe that you love talking about, and test it out. Go live every day for 30 days. Go live every day for 30 days for 5 minutes. 1 week, maybe you're just telling different stories. The next week, you're sharing lessons and principles. Maybe it's, you know, health related. Maybe it's wealth and money related. Maybe it's leadership principles. Maybe it's parenting. Maybe it's gut health. You have to test out different conversations because there isn't just this one way to do it, right? I've got people killing it with TikTok, and I've got people that hate TikTok. I've got people that crush on YouTube, and I've got people that are terrified to put, you know, their face on camera. So you got to figure out what works for you. And you got to figure out which platform is most natural. For me, it's Facebook, hands down. because Facebook has reels, groups. You can do live videos, ATM groups, right? You can do group chats, messenger audio clips. It has every bell and whistle. And I've been on it the longest. I don't even pay attention. I didn't even know I had 17,000 subscribers on YouTube. I didn't know how many podcast episodes I've done. Like, I don't, my team handles all that, thank God. But at the same time, yeah, but at the same time, it's all about where you're going to put your energy. And if you put your energy into something, you put your energy into TikTok, you put your energy into a podcast, and you really focus on it, you're going to blow it up. But there are some platforms for sure that are easier to get attention. Like TikTok, I've got people that like, they were on TikTok and then it started to suck. Like they were crushing it for a while and then it kind of plateaued and declined. They even got their account shut down and they started a brand new TikTok. And within 5 months, they've got 200,000 followers. It's insane. That would never happen on Facebook or Instagram. So, you know, there's definitely some platforms where you can blow up faster, but then it's like, you can also get banned, blocked. You can also like have like TikTok's really hard to convert leads because it's a complete cold market and it's really hard to connect with people, where Facebook's a lot easier, but Facebook's a lot more mature, right? Instagram is a great place to build a brand, but it is harder. Like, you know, I probably added 5,000 new followers in the last year on Instagram, like whoop-de freaking doodah. But hey, that's still 5,000 new people that I can connect with, have a conversation with, build a relationship with, and maybe they buy one of my courses. Maybe they refer me to somebody. Maybe they join my team. Maybe they buy our products. The fact is, there's people that you don't even know, and they don't even know you. They don't, like, if you look at my business today, this is kind of crazy, Alex. I've been with my company for 8 years. 99% of the people that are in my business today, I didn't know them and they didn't know me when I joined in 2015. That's freaking crazy. 99% of the people in my business today, now I've been doing this 22 years. 22 years I've been doing this. I've been with the same company for 8 years. 99% of the people that knew me those first 14 years are not in this business today. It's kind of like sad and frustrating, but also amazingly inspiring, because someone might say, I don't have a following. I don't have a warm market. I don't know that many people. Guess what? It doesn't matter. It does not matter. With social media, with technology, with building a brand, like you said, you can find people that they don't know you right now, but they'll know you a year from now. They'll know you 5 years from now if you show up and you do the work.
What do you think are most people doing wrong when it comes to building a brand and using social media?
Well, I definitely think inconsistency is a problem. I also think they fake it. They're very cheesy and cringy. They're trying too hard. You got to be yourself. You got to be loud. You got to be bold. You got to be proud. You got to be unapologetically you. Those are the people that do the best. They're controversial. They say shit that like they probably shouldn't say, or post things they probably shouldn't post. You know, they find ways to get attention. And I'm not saying you got to be like half naked. I'm not saying you got to swear like a sailor, like Gary Vee. You got to figure out what works for you. Be authentic to you. The reason I think people follow me is because I show up with fire, with feist, with, you know, I'm very in your face. And I've been showing, I just did a video right before this interview. I did a video yesterday. I did a video Monday interviewing Fraser Brooks. I mean, I don't play around with this, man. I show up all the time, every day. Sometimes it might be like, you know, like it's the weekend or I'm traveling. So maybe I'm just like posting in my stories, or maybe I'm having my VAs post something, but you know, it's not that difficult. Again, like anything else, once you get the hang of it and you do it consistently, you'll know, you'll have a lot of clarity. Who I want to attract, who I want to help, the kind of content I want to create. And this is why I always tell people to start with live video, because I think that's the easiest way to kind of talk it out. You know, instead of being in your head, you just get it out there. You put it out there into the market and you see what happens.
The thing is, that's not that complicated. I remember I was when I was living in Mexico, I said I need to make more videos. I want to make more reels. And then I was sitting down for just 1.5 hours and I wrote down what lessons did I learn in the last basically 5 years. It was just a sentence. I learned this. And then I started recording the videos, and it took me 2 hours or 2.5 hours to record 30 new reels. And I put them all to my editor, and then I had like content for 1 month, and I shared once a day. And but people, they're just, the majority is just lazy. That's the thing.
I think it's a combination of laziness, but also I think it's a big time. insecurity. People are afraid of starting small, being embarrassed, looking dumb. I mean, look, that affected me when I first got involved in network marketing. I wasn't lazy. I was just so caught up in my own like I was terrified of public speaking. Now I didn't say that. I didn't tell people. They're like, why won't you do a testimonial? Why won't you do a presentation? Why won't you speak in front of the room? I'm like, because I don't want to. Because I don't want to. The real reason was I was afraid. I was afraid that people would make fun of me, or they'd see that like I didn't have a great vocabulary, or I wasn't good at explaining things. I would be like stuttering and like I would black out. And I did actually black out. It was funny. Like I remember the first couple of times I spoke in front of the room, I don't even know what the hell I said. I probably looked terrified because I was. And by the way, I still get nervous. If I speak on like Eric Worre's stage, or I'm speaking in front of like a live audience, and it's like a lot of people are like, you know, it's not just a lot of people, but it's like people I really respect are sitting in the seats. Like I get nervous. That's called being human. That's normal. But in the early days, it was, again, it wasn't the laziness. It was the fear of failure. It was the fear of embarrassment, right? Of judgment. What are people going to think? They're going to be like, you know, shocked by how terrible I am. And, you know, so then of course you get over it and you do it over and over and over and over and over. Same with video, right? You do it over and over and over and over and over and over. And you start to realize like, I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. You don't like it? Freaking go somewhere else. You know, I'm trying to help you. If you don't want to pay attention to what I'm trying to help you with, next. That's it, right? Next.
If you reach once the level where you don't care what other people think about you, this is true freedom, and this is like where life becomes limitless. And this is so interesting. And I remember when I started, when I was 21 years old, I was like, the person who said that's not cool what you do, or that doesn't work. I was like, okay, but do you have the life what I want to live? No. Okay, so I can't listen to you. You know, it's like, so
yeah. If you know the saying, if you buy their opinion, you buy their bank account, you buy their lifestyle, you buy everything that they have. And if you wouldn't buy what they're selling, don't listen. And I think the biggest thing that I learned early on in my network marketing career is you need mentorship, right? You need someone to emulate, to model, to follow, to learn from. And it should be someone that has what you want, so you can do what they do, and eventually you'll get what they got. That's it.
And when did you launch your Lifestyle Academy?
I want to say 2013, 2014. Shortly after we started doing videos, we launched our Lifestyle Academy because we wanted to teach people not just, you know, how to build an MLM business, network marketing business. We want to teach them how to have lifestyle. We want to teach them about money. We want to teach them about, you know, building a brand, like all those other things incorporated into the lifestyle brand of ours, right? My Lifestyle Academy. We started our own Facebook group, probably around 2013, 2014. It's got over 30,000 network marketers from all over the world. Now, I will be honest, we don't promote it like we used to, the free group, but we still post in there almost every day. We still share content, you know, but it's amazing how it really helped us build our brand, build community, build our email list. Like if you're not building a list, an email list or a text list or both, you're missing out big time.
But how is it structured, basically, the academy? Do you have videos what people can go through, or do they get live calls as well when they join?
So a lot of the stuff with my Lifestyle Academy is free content. We do have some courses. You know, it's interesting though. The problem with courses is there's a lot of moving parts. There's overhead, there's upkeep. You know, you got to update the course. I like affiliate. You know, I like promoting Eric Worre's courses, Fraser Brooks programs, Bob Heilig, attraction marketing, Marina Simone, Bryn Lang, like Tanya Eliza. Like sometimes I'll partner with people to launch something. Sometimes I will promote someone else's launch to my list. So it kind of depends. The problem is, I hope this doesn't sound arrogant, it's just not a lot of money for me compared to my social retail business, right? We made $3.8 million with our network marketing business last year. With our brand, we probably made 500,000. So I like it. I still do promote stuff, but it's just not, there's just so much more money for us in our social retail business. So we focus on that. But at the same time, like I do like having my own thing. I like selling my own stuff. I like launching. I mean, there's still a lot of value in that, of course. And you know.
That's something special. This is interesting. It's like
Yeah.
when you have like your own thing, like your own education, it's like this is your knowledge, and this is it's different. It's also cool.
Well, it's cool too, because, you know, at any given point, you're like, hey, I need to make some money. We just launch something, you know, and I hope this doesn't come across in the wrong way, but you're launching something that's going to help people, right? It's like, hey, $27 video challenge, you know, $97 recruiting challenge, or, hey, this is free, but to get the replays, you got to pay $97. Like, I'm not charging like thousands of dollars. It's typically pretty affordable because, you know, the thing that sucks is most network marketers don't have money. You know what I'm saying? And I do get people that are like, hey, do you have like, you know, like coaching? Do you have this? Do you have that? I'm like, no, not really. Like, I'm not trying to sell like high ticket. Like, that doesn't excite me. You know, that's not my passion. I don't want to like sell you a $9,000 coaching program. Like, I don't get excited about that. But at the same time, I can promote someone else's high ticket program and get you know, an affiliate commission. So, you know, to me, that's kind of cool, because I do think there's a time and place for that. Like, I'm in a $30,000 mastermind, and then we're also in Brandon Bouchard's $20,000 mastermind, and we bought $2,000 courses and attended events where the ticket price was very high. We were just in your neck of the woods, Hollywood, Florida, about a month ago for Patrick Bet-David's event. Those tickets were like $1,800 a pop.
Yeah.
I remember when we went to Wealth Mastery in West Palm Beach for Tony Robbins' event, dude, those tickets were like $7,500 a pop, and I think we got a discount. It was crazy, right? So there are events, there are programs, there are things that are worth top. Nadia and I don't want to create that. We've done that before, so that's not. We'd rather do low ticket, easy replays, not a lot of fulfillment requirements, right? So when you start charging 500, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 or more, it does become a different level of, you know, responsibility, fulfillment, etc.
Interesting. And for someone who is watching this episode and is in network marketing and maybe reached a plateau where they say, I don't know, what can I do now to have a new distributor? What can I do now to maybe get a new customer on social media? Do you have like an idea what people can do like after the podcast?
Back to basics. It's like marketing. There's only two ways to make money: posting and prospecting. That's what leads to profits. Posting, prospecting. So you're reaching out to people every day and you're posting every day. Now, do you have to do it every day? No, but I mean, if you do it every day, you're gonna get better results than if you post every other day. If you market every other day, if you do a video every other day, if you reach out to people every other day, you're not gonna make as much money as if you do it every day. But some people will say, oh, I'm busy, I got this, I got kids, I got that. Great, welcome to the club. We all got that stuff. You know, we all have, I mean, not everybody has kids, but I'm saying we all have stuff. We all have, you know, some people say, well, I got a job, or I got you know, I travel a lot, or I got this, or I live in a small town. It's like, these are all just excuses. Everybody has excuses. Everybody has things like, I didn't have a good upbringing. I'm too old. I'm too young. I'm too busy. I'm too, it's just like, okay, what are you going to do about it? Get back to basics, relaunch your business. Like, get back to when you were ignorance on fire. Get with your upline and say, hey, I'm ready to relaunch my business. What should I do? They make money when you make money. And if your upline sucks, find out who their upline is or who their upline. There's definitely someone between you and the company that cares about your success, that will help you. And if you have nobody, go find a new vehicle, go find a new opportunity, go relaunch something with someone else, with some other company. Because at the end of the day, there's people out there that are like me, that are like Alex, that are like a lot of these amazing mentors and leaders out there that have expertise, and they're willing to pour into you if you're coachable, if you're willing to do the work. The easiest people for me to coach are the ones that do the work.
Yeah, but they have results. But can you give a short step-by-step guide how to relaunch your business for someone who is like, let's say, 2 years in the business?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the best things you can do is the video challenge, doing a video every day. I think that's really powerful. You could do an unboxing of your products. You could interview leaders. You could interview customers. You could show up every day and share value. Video is huge. And then I'd be reaching out to at least 10 to 20 people a day. If you want to launch, you're not just like tiptoeing, 10 to 20 people a day and see if they're open. That's it. And then, of course, the ones that either come to you from your videos or your stories or your reels or whatever, and the ones that you reach out to that say yes, next step, add them to a group, tag them in a video. If you're not using the ATM system, I'd recommend you get with your upline, get with your team, create a group, All ATM is a group that has the videos, that has the info. So you can capture leads in that group. That's why we do ATM. That's why it's such a simple duplication system, because it's like, hey, you know, what do I do when someone says, how much is it? What's it? What's the comp plan? What's this? What's that? What's the company? What's the profit? Right? All those questions. How's it work? Sure, I'm open. Sure, I'm interested. What's the next step? Add them to the group, tag them in a video. Now, the next step after that is you got to get yourself out of the way and introduce your upline, because your upline is going to have the answers to the questions. Your upline's had more success. Your upline is better at overcoming objections and all the things. So that's the biggest thing that we teach is, number one, prospecting and marketing. Number two, connecting with people individually, one-on-one. Number three, ATM. Number four, follow up and close. Put them in a chat with your upline, right? Stay in touch, nurture the relationships, answer the questions, get them on a second, third, fourth, fifth exposure. And then number five is launching, onboarding, getting them started, helping them launch their businesses so that you can create independence. You can create leadership. That's the whole goal of the, you know, I don't want to just bring in someone and they're not like doing the work, launching their business. I mean, it's cool, right? It's like, hey, you know, I got a fast start bonus, but the goal is to duplicate yourself, to duplicate leaders and create independence. There's nothing better than having people on your team that even if you fell off the map, you disappeared, you got abducted by aliens, they're still running their business with or without you. Like, that's how we do this. Because you get to the point where you have people like me on your team, and I might out earn you. I might make more money than you, but I'm on your team. There's people that are in my upline. They make a fraction of what I make because they don't have the width. They don't have the structure. They're not at the rank I am, right? But they override me forever. That's pretty freaking cool.
That's awesome. Man, you provided so much value in this episode, and I'm very grateful for that. How can people reach out to you when they don't know
Facebook or Instagram? Facebook or Instagram. It's the easiest way to get in touch.
Perfect. And we put all the links from your profile, Instagram, Facebook, below that episode, and just click on the links below.
I probably should give you the website too, because we have all of our best free resources, YouTube, podcasts, our free downloads, our best, you know, book recommendations, our best, you know, trainings. Like, we have all of that actually on our resources page on our website. So our website is mylifestyleacademy.com.
Awesome. Nice.
Yeah.
We'll do it. Thank you so much for taking the time, John. It was a pleasure to talk to you.
For sure. Thanks for having me, bro. You ask great questions, man. You do a great job.
Thank you. Yes, I'm interested. You know, this I really, the thing is, I want to provide with my podcast as much value as possible for other people.
Yeah.
And
that's what it's all about, right? That's what it's all about. The more people you help, this is where you go from like the selling mentality to the serving mentality, right? And some people go, I don't sell, I share. We're all selling something. Yeah. But the highest form of sales is education.
Exactly.
The more you educate, inspire, entertain, provide value, the more people are like, I like you, I like her, I like them, I like what they say, I like what they share, I like their personality, I like how they keep it real. What are they saying I should do? What are they saying I should buy? What are they saying I need? They're going to listen to that person way more than someone that's just like sell, 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 sell. They're not even going to see that content. Yeah. They're not even going to see a person that doesn't offer value. And that's how we built our brand. That's how I'm going to continue to show up. You know, as long as I got air in my lungs, I'm going to show up and share and help people, because it really is, you know, number one, my passion at this point. Number two, you do attract amazing people, you know, and I'm sure you're doing that too with your content. And that's how we got connected, right? Through the value, through social media, through marketing. That's how we've done what we've done over these years. And I feel super grateful and blessed that we have a platform to do that. It's pretty cool.
Yes, that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, man.
Sure thing, bro.
All right, I'm gonna